Lynae has been out for a week, but, what if I told you you were building her wrong? And honestly, that's not new. Her kit is kind of a mess of the new mechanic like toon debuffs that the game never fully explained. After a full week of testing and grinding, this video will show you her actual meta role, support, and subDPS build, echoes, weapons, and team comps. Let's start with the meta because most guides skip this apparently. Lynae is not a main DPS, who has made that clear. Like, you can build her as a DPS, but I wouldn't recommend it because her build is specifically for support and subDPS. And she's not just a simple support like you press a button and then you can just swap out. She's a flexible support and a subDPS who can shred toon break, buffs your next character's damage, and adds off-field damage on top. And she hits highest if you already have at least one good main DPS, you care about resonance liberation damage, and you like quick swap teams. And I would pull if your account's problem is, oh, my main DPS doesn't hit hard enough. She's 100% worth pulling if that's your situation. She boosts damage for tons of different team comps instead of just carrying by herself. Okay, now we're gonna go over Lynae's kit, but first let's do a mindset shift. So stop thinking about like her doing damage, start thinking of like how do I get her buffs more active. Her key buffs are Resonance Liberation, basically increases damage by all resonators in the party by 24% for 30 seconds. And for the Ultra skill, gives your next character 25% Resonance Liberation damage and 15% all type damage buff. That's the core of her kit, and then everything else is basically generating energy and then triggering toon break. Alright, welcome to the best and most unpainful section of this video. This whole entire video is the most unpainful section. Alright, echoes. They're great. Anyways, the best echo set for Lynae is the 5-piece pact of Neon White Leap. It's her best in slot echo. After Lynae uses her Ultra skill, the next resonator gets a big attack percent. And the main echo you want to use, I don't even know how to pronounce this name. It's 𝕿𝖒𝖊𝖘𝖙𝖆𝖒𝖕𝖘, basically casting Ultra skill within 15 seconds after summoning the echo. Grants 10% all tribute damage to the next resonator using Intro skill for 15 seconds. I also selected a budget option if you're not that far in the story. The turtle, the Bellborn for the Sonata set for budget option is the 5-piece Moonlit Clouds. And the main stats you want is for the 4 cost crit rate or crit damage, 3 cost Spectro damage, 1 cost is attack percent. As usual. Okay, moving on to weapons. Her obvious best of slot is her signature weapon, the Spectrum Blaster, with the main stat of crit rate, and where it gives basic attack damage bonus, and every toon debuffs, it gives all resonators in the team 8% damage bonus, stacking 3 times. And then a great alternative is the Static Miss, the standard 5-star pistol, with the main stat of crit rate and a lot of energy regen. And for free to play, basically any pistol will work with energy regen or high attack percent. This is where it all comes together. I have 3 teams set up, so basically team 1 is basically the Spectro powerhouse, you could say. So the core idea is that Iuno is the main DPS, Lynae is the support, and then we also have Shorekeeper. So Lynae's buff sync perfectly with Iuno's Resonance Liberation. It nukes, and Shorekeeper brings healing and crit rate buffs. And then for team 2, we have the quick swap. Basically we have Augusta, Iuno, and Lynae. Everyone contributes damage, so your constantly rotating buffs. So you open with Augusta, set her buffs and damage, and then swap to Lynae, use her liberation for team buffs, build energy, and then outro Tiamat because Iuno gets the most out of Lynae's buff. Iuno Nuke with her liberation. And then for team 3, Lynae, 𝕿𝖎𝖊𝖘𝖙𝖆𝖒𝖕𝖘, and 𝕿𝖎𝖒𝖊𝖕𝖘. So the goal is to control the fight, set up a huge nuke, wait with Lynae into interskill, and then skill, and then liberation, and then build tune break and buffs, then swap to 𝕿𝖎𝖊𝖕𝖘 for a follow-up and conserve energy, and then finally swap into 𝕿𝖎𝖊𝖘𝖙𝖆𝖕𝖘 with Lynae's outro buffs active. Alright, after a week of testing, Lynae is definitely top tier. Flexible, support, subDPS. She doesn't exist to solo carry, she exists to make your real carries feel broken. Especially ones that care about rhythm to operation. Like Iuno. Build her for energy and buffs first. Grab Pact of 𝕿𝖎𝖕𝖕𝖘 as your echo set. Slot her next to your best DPS and play around her buff windows. If this fixes your Lynae build, hit like so other Wuthering Waves players stop wasting resources, and subscribe for more fast meta 𝖕𝖘 guides. Drop your Lynae build and team in the comments and I'll tell you if you overestimated in the wrong places.